Hi everyone, Arena Cube is going down tomorrow, so I'm going to give it one more draft before that happens. You've probably seen and heard a bunch of this cube by now, so I'm just going to hop right into it. Okie doke. And we're back. So, what do we think about this? Duelist of the Mind is pretty cool. I also really like Assimilation Aegis, but I'm not sure about starting off on a multicolored spell. I think Caustic Bronco is probably the correct pick here, but I have played black in literally every single video so far of this cube, so maybe we'll try to avoid that this time. I also think Restoration Angel is very powerful. Maybe we should give that a try. I do kind of want to err on the cheaper side of things. There aren't that many 2-drops in this cube, so let's go with the Duelist. Ooh, Maul of the Skyclaves is a powerful card. Goes nicely with our Duelist, although the Duelist already has flying. Yeah, I don't hate it. Got some kind of tempo build going on so far. Ooh, Malcolm slots into this plan pretty well. Malcolm is unfortunately a combat damage trigger, so it doesn't synergize with Duelist in the way that I would like. Slick Shot Show Off is also aggressive and flying. Maybe we should be looking at moving into red here. Smuggler's Copter seems like a slam dunk. Also eyeing up that Thundering Falls. Elegant Parlor will help us splash for either Maul or Show Off, depending on where we land. Currently I'm feeling kind of base blue with a white splash. Ledger Shredder, perfect. Kai'Sa Larcenist is also a powerful tempo threat. Maybe we're more worried about removal here than efficiency. I also like how Brainstorm goes with Duelist of the Mind. Kind of cute. I'm gonna take the Larcenist. I think this card is really quite powerful. Restless Bivouac contributes to our game plan and also fixes our mana. Retrofitter Foundry is a powerful late game engine for a deck that looks like this as well. I'm gonna take the fixing land here. Ooh, the Aegis comes back. Yeah, I'm in on Aegis here. This one's kind of medium. I think I'm going to take the Crossroads. Just good fixing. Weird Gemstone Caverns, kind of. Alright, Profts versus Prismari Command is a pretty interesting question. I think Prismari Command is more generically playable here than Profts. We do have the Malcolm and the Duelist. Maybe we want the Profts. Alright, let's give it a try. We've also got the Copter. I guess we'll take Lavamancer. I don't know. Neither of these really excite me. I'm going to sideboard this card. Abbott, I guess. Maybe. And yeah, we'll take the Aristocrat. I don't think this card is very good. Solitude, hello. This whole pack is just amazing for us. Like, we're basically guaranteed to wheel something really good for our deck. And that's after picking one of the best cards in the whole cube. Alright. Solitude right into Swords to Plowshares. Wow. Can't argue with that. This does make me want to go pretty light on the red splash so that we have sufficient white cards to pitch to Solitude. But I also think that in this format, it's pretty common to get to 5, and getting to hardcast Solitude is obviously way better than pitch casting it. Ooh, Archangel Elspeth versus Counterspell. That's an interesting question. Sanguine Evangelist also slots into our game plan pretty well. I like that Elspeth is capable of closing the game out if opponent is low enough, but also gives us a long game plan. This is kind of true of Evangelist too, and it does do the Battlecry thing, but I think we're more likely to wheel Evangelist than Archangel Elspeth. It's possible we're supposed to just take the Counterspell here, though. I like drafting a white card over a blue card because of the Solitude, but Counterspell is just so powerful. Ooh, Dust Animus. That seems like it goes into our game plan. This card is so weird. Well, it's good in our deck. I don't think we need this Abbot of Carol Keep anymore. This is interesting. It's between, like, Steel Seraph. Oh, we could take Xander's Lounge. Do we care that much about the splash? Probably not. I'll take the Seraph, I guess. This card's quite powerful. This will be a 3 in our deck most times. Oh, Virtue of Loyalty is perfect for this deck. We might not need the splash anymore. We'll see. Maybe we open Lightning Bolt or something. Ooh. Okay. Not much for us here. Journey to Nowhere is also fine. It only hits creatures, though. Maybe Opt is not really what our game plan is about. The removal might be more relevant here. Rona versus Dig Through Time is kind of interesting. Rona is great with Profts. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all it is. Rona is great with Profts. Sold. I hope they put this cube up with Bloomburrow cards soon. I was just thinking about looters, and boy did they print a good looter in Bloomburrow. Okay, let's see. Schooner is weird. I don't know how I feel about that card. I think we just want Repulse, probably. There's a world where we just mainboard the Yorion here as well. It's good with Larcenist, Aegis, even Maul, I guess, kind of. But I think the tempo forward spells are just better here for what we're doing. Flare of Denial versus Seachrome Coast. I don't think this card is actually that good. It's kind of just cancel. Wow, the Elspeth came back. Okay, I'll play that card. More fixing. Don't mind if I do. Brain Surge, maybe. I do think that card, I guess it's an instant. This is the Boon one? Yeah. Let's try the Brain Surge. And Cult Conscripts into the sideboard. Okay, Fairy Mastermind, yet another card that is a 2-drop, attacks, has flash, draws some cards, just does everything we want. Are we really supposed to draft that over Lutri, though? Lutri being literally free is just... ugh. I think we have to. Alright. Lutri into the sideboard. Ooh, Tishana's Tidebinder. Is it too late to splash for Psychic Frog? I think that card is absolutely nuts. I'm going to play it safe and take the Tidebinder. Snapcaster Mage. Okay, same question from before, except with Uro this time. This card is also definitely worth splashing. I'm going to take the Snapcaster though. We're pretty light on actual spells, but you know, swords, repulse, counterspell, it's probably good enough. What is this? Some alchemy card. Heist target opponent's library. Whenever you cast a spell you don't own, put a counter on it. That's pretty good. So it draws a card from an opponent's library and gets bigger whenever it deals combat damage. And it has flying? We'll give it a try. I mean, when else am I going to play with this weird alchemy card? Censor versus Sea Devil versus Mana Tithe. Am I feeling like a Mana Tithe gamer today? Quite possibly. Alright. Censor is a way better top deck, though. And we can draw a card with, it does the Profts thing. Yeah, alright. Subtlety, that's a great pickup. The classic blue-white scam. This pack has nothing for us. I'll take the Vantage in case we want to play that show off, I guess. We can Tishana's Tidebinder the second trigger on a Solitude or Subtlety if we want. It will make them lose their abilities. Wow, is Inti worth the splash? It might be. We've got 4 lands to cast it off. Yeah, cast it off. Yeah, let's draft this Inti. I'm in. I think that card is really powerful. Exclude comes back. I almost drafted that first out of this pack, to be honest. And the Frog comes back. Wow. I mean, we can't really play it. We can take the Bankbuster or we can take the Bauble. Bauble is good with our like draw more than one card per turn thing going on. And I'm happy to play it in a land slot. Emerald Collector. Yeah, sure. It fixes for itself, for its own activation, because it makes a Mox Emerald. We're at 26 cards here. I think Journey to Nowhere is like kind of medium. I don't think I'm going to play any of these cards. And Seasoned Pyromancer. Another card powerful enough to splash for potentially, but it is double red, so that's not really a splash card. Okay, so we have 17 lands currently. I don't think we're playing any basic mountains. Put this as companion. Seachrome Coast, Parlor, Vantage, Bivouac, Crossroads, and Bauble. So we should be playing a total of 16 lands here, if we count the Bauble. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we want to bring this down to 10. That looks fine to me. I guess we are more blue than we are white, and all of our fixing lands tap for white. Can we go up an island here? I think we can. Okay. That looks pretty good. Now we just need 2 cuts. So this is going to be a 3. This is going to be a 2. I don't think we really want to cut any 2s out of this deck. I think Brain Surge is a little weird for what our game plan is. Spending 3 mana to not affect the board at all is not really what we're doing, despite the fact that it's very cool with something like Profts or Duelist. Thieving Aven doesn't actually draw a card. Okay, maybe I do want the Brain Surge for the synergies that I just outlined. A lot of our stuff flies anyway. Is it possible that Maul is not actually that good? We're a creature deck though, like we're just trying to kill. Maul is good at doing that. Kind of a tough question. I think Maul is good. I think we want this card. I don't know. A lot of our stuff already has evasion, scales by itself. Brain Surge is a better top deck by a lot. That could be wrong. I'm not really sure. I'm going to try running it like this. Alright, we're headed into game 1. I think this hand is fine. It's got a turn 3 Seraph. We have 2 looks at a 2-drop. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to set a stop on my opponent's upkeep so I can bubble them. They're going to draw Sarah Paragon. Okay. Here is my 2-drop. And I will feign not having it. Here's my Malcolm, and I get to steal Seraphit next turn. Pretty sweet. Or I could Emerald Collector. 3 cards is a lot. Yeah, going to prototype the Seraph here. We'll head to combat. We will give Malcolm lifelink, I guess. I don't think we're blocking with it. And let's pitch an island. Are they mono white? Spellbinder. Okay, that's fine. I think they kind of have to take the repulse here. No, they don't want that. Okay. Well, I'm going to bounce their thing, I think. That is fine with me. They get to get the trigger again, but it's kind of whatever. I don't know. I don't think that matters much. Can't cast the Profts, unfortunately. But I am going to head to combat. I'm going to give this creature lifelink this time. And crack in with everybody. Swords is a great draw. So I'm going to put away probably Collector. Well, we can use Profts to flip the Collector, actually. So maybe we should put away a land. All right, we'll get rid of Bivouac because I want the Surveil here. No, maybe that doesn't matter as much with the card selection. Okay, we'll keep the Bivouac. We'll play it for turn. Next turn, we can, in fact, cast Emerald Collector and draw 3 cards. But they'll see our plan, I suppose. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn, yeah. So they might end up blocking the Malcolm instead of the Seraph. They got rid of the swords. You have combat on your turn if you've drawn more than 1 card per turn. Yeah, okay. So what we can do is put... This is actually a little bit awkward. They're incentivized to block the Malcolm no matter what, even if we do put a counter on it. Okay, that's fine. We'll draw the card, we'll put the counter on the Seraph and give it Vigilance. And we'll play the Collector now just in case they don't block the Malcolm. Can I give this... No, I guess I can just give it lifelink. It doesn't really matter. They're not going to block it anyway, and if they do block... If they block the Malcolm, which I think they should, so he can't flip the Collector, then it doesn't matter if the Seraph is untapped. So I'll take my 4 life. Ooh, okay. Pretty good. But I've got no spells left in my hand, so that's also cool. And they are rapidly running out of life over there. They're going to make a Sarah Paragon, I guess? Oh, interesting. They want to look at my hand again instead of attacking me. I guess they're not really attacking here anyway. So there's the Paragon. They have nothing to actually do with it. Larcenist is going to turn the Paragon into a treasure, which is pretty good. For each player. Oh, okay. I have to submit 0 for myself and then also hit my opponent. Okay. And then here I can give them 3 life and then attack them for 7. I think that's fine. Nah. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait until it blocks. I am going to give the Seraph Vigilance, I guess. And once again, that's not important. It just doesn't matter. I'd rather take the life. Okay, I'll loot away this Snapcaster Mage. Oh, it stacked the triggers in a way that made sense for me. That was nice of it. I'll get rid of the sensor. Can snap it back if I need to. I'll get this Mox, cast the Mox, and yeah, I'll say go. Now I can pay 2 mana to pitch cast the Subtlety if I want, because I have this blue card. Yeah, okay. Alright, that seemed like basically what our game plan was supposed to be. We've got some threats that Saboteur, and we have some efficient removal. Just keep making evasive threats and attacking them down. Turn to Rona or Dust Animus. Yeah, this looks good to me. We've got all our 2 drops. We could also play the Duelist on turn 2 if we want, and then Brain Surge them. It's pretty sweet. Profts plus Duelist is absolutely a combo. Ralgran Triumph. Okay, they are in a lot of colors. Arguably all of them. The Iron Crag. Alright, they'll kill my thing. Sad but true. I'm going to plot this Dust Animus. Even more ramp. And Fable. Pretty good. I'm glad I didn't try to hold up that Exclude, because that would not have done anything. Okay, this is going to be Rona and Profts, I think. Now I can block the 2/2. They are 5 colors, so they probably have removal. Just that duelist in there. I like that I can cast the Dust Animus and then just pass the turn and hold up Exclude. Okay, that thing's dead. And Repulse, also pretty good. Okay, 5 untapped lands. Here's my thing. And then we say go. Gonti. That is a good target for Exclude. Sack their thing to copy their Make Disappear. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna get Gontied. I'm way ahead on card advantage right now, but now they have a Gonti and a Reflection of Kiki-Jiki, which is terrifying. Swords to Plowshares is going to help with that problem immensely. I think I want to do it while they're tapped out. I'm going to cast both of them. I'm going to... Well... Maybe I should wait for them to activate. Okay, I'm going to attack. I suppose I get punished here if they have a counterspell for my swords that specifically exiles it. But if they have a regular counterspell, then it's probably fine. So the best way for me to do this is probably go to target the Reflection with Repulse. And then I can Swords the Gonti when they activate it, and then I can, like, 1 turn from now, Repulse the token when they put the Reflection back down. They didn't want to activate it. That's strange. Well, here's my swords. Okay, cool. Tidebinder is a great draw. And we're going to buy Lutri here. That is fine. So they can make the token and attack with the Copter, which I think is not a big deal. We still have Snap plus Swords up if we need it. Treasure Cruise, that's pretty good. I can't copy that with Lutri. That is not allowed. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to end step Brain Surge here. Try to recoup some of that card advantage. Okay, Solitude is sweet. What do we want to do next turn with 7 mana? Archangel Elspeth, hold up Tidebinder, or Snap plus Swords is pretty good. We can actually put the Lutri back. The bubble is good if we crack it on opponent's turn and make our Dust Animus bigger. But we're drawing one of these cards anyway. So we'll do it like this. We'll draw the bubble. Oh, I actually have no idea if this is entering untapped or not. Did I go first this game? Let's find out. Oh, sweet. I will untap it. I will play this Mishra's Bauble. I will head over to combat. Attack. This actually, if you counter the trigger, it actually puts the Saga into your graveyard. That's kind of cute. Gonna make a soldier. I'm gonna stop them in their upkeep. Bobble you. Uro. Okay, that one's fine. The third one can actually kill the Saga. Neat. Okay, let's see. We'll resolve this, and I think we're gonna Swords the Uro with the trigger on the stack. I just don't want to deal with this. No, not like that. Expressive Iteration is also pretty good. I'm feeling comfortable with this Solitude in my hand. We're not going to be able to do anything with this Lutri. Oh, Thoughtseize. That's really good. We could jump the Snapcaster Mage. All non-land permanents with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. Oops. Oh, well, Deathrite is going to put a stop to that. I will block here. That's fine with me. I can Tidebind the Deathrite. Oh, and I get to draw the additional card. I forgot about that. Okay, it's an island, so that doesn't help. Yeah, gonna make another one of these guys. Now, the Tidebinder can turn off the Smuggler's Copter if we want, but it might be more important to try and turn off the Deathrite. I don't think it is. I don't think that actually matters very much. We can also use it to kill the Fable. So which are we more worried about? Fable or Copter? We could just pass. And then we get to block the Copter. Okay, I'm gonna try it like that. Right. Counter. Forgot about the counter. I'll take my 2 life. Oh, are they gonna double block? Oh, they have something. Okay, well, I'm still gonna order it like this. They don't have anything. Okay, that makes me feel way more comfortable at using this Tidebinder. Okay, so if my understanding is correct, I will counter this ability. It will not flip, and then it'll go to the graveyard because it's done all 3 of its chapters. Sweet. Oh my god. Well, I'm going to flash this in because I don't want them using it to double something. There goes my Dust Animus. And also my 1/1. Do we have any outs to this? Ah, they drew the Quetzal Arsonist at exactly the right time. That's brutal. That was like one of my only outs. They can also just sack the treasure. Kind of sick. Well, I don't think I'm going to win this game. They're willing to trade their Thopter away? That's surprising. I probably would have just attacked with the 1/1. I guess they get to loot. Do I have any bounce spells left? Okay, Steel Seraph. That doesn't do much. Can I erase the Emrakul with this Steel Seraph? They didn't sack the treasure, the Dust Animus treasure, so I might find a way to get that back into my hand. Might as well play this now. And yeah, here's my 5/4, I guess. Okay. Flare of Denial. Yeah, no attacks. I guess they have to attack Elspeth. Kind of. That'll give me 1 turn of reprieve. Alright, they're drawing some cards. They're gonna blow up my treasure. They still don't want to turn that into damage. Surprising. Okay, they'll clear the Elspeth. No blocks. I get to keep my 32 life so far. They did make a flying blocker, which is a bummer. And it has vigilance, so this Malcolm is never getting in. Yeah, we're pretty freaking dead. Oh, I guess I can actually attack with the Quetzal Arsonist. I should have blocked with it. Huh. I would have had an attack that turn if I had blocked with the Larcenist. I didn't see that line. They oopsed me? Brutal. Maybe they were oopsing themselves for not sacking the treasure. Not sure. Alright, let's see the Kellen attack. There we go. Oh no, they get to blow my thing. Wait, they didn't target my thing? This is an artifact, right? Okay. We're all misplaying over here. What is this? Oh, abrupt decay. Okay. Well, here's my animus. It's back. I drew sensor. I'm going to cycle it. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to put a counter on my dust animus. And I'm going to attack with it, I guess. Go back up to 24. I'm taking 16 next turn, down to 8. What are my other outs to Emrakul? Should have put that Journey to Nowhere in my deck, apparently. Oh, the Aegis does it. Virtue of Loyalty does not quite do it. But I do still get to block with the Dust Animus, so that's cool. And attack with this to make it bigger. And then I get to cast both halves of this spell. And then I have a lot of lifelink. If they have a removal spell, I'm just dead. They attack with just the Emrakul, I block. I take 6, gain 6. Yeah. Alright, have to block. It's probably my last shot. If I draw Aegis, I think right now, I think I can do it. But now I am just dead. Let's see, they have 13, 16, 17, 18, 19 power. So if I gain 4, I only go up to 17. Yeah, I'm just dead. Okay, GG. All right, we are 1-1, headed into game 3. Let's see. Virtue into Tidebinder, pretty good. Even get to hold up Censor. I like it. Usher of the Fallen. Okay. Luminarch Aspirant. Pretty good. I'm hoping to get their Aspirant with Virtue here. See what they've got. If I were them, I'd put a counter on the Aspirant and then I would activate the Usher, which is good for me because now I can block. Copter. Not too shabby. Gonna continue holding up interaction here. I can Tidebinder the Copter. Ruby Collector. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, conjure a Mox Ruby. Okay, I'm going to resolve this. And then I'm going to Tidebind the Copter. And that makes their attacks bad unless they have removal. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, that's fine. I'll trade. They get the Copter back. My own Copter. Pretty sweet. I can cast Copter and hold up Counterspell? Yeah, that seems good. Skyclave. Out of here. I am hemorrhaging life just a little bit. Subtlety can block the Copter. I like that. I can actually block Copter with Copter. It might be better. And Copter incentivizes them to cast creature spell before combat, which is just awesome. Yeah, get that out of there. They can put it on top and I can exclude it next turn. Suddenly I'm feeling really good about my board state. Even if their last card is black card, oh, it doesn't matter because they're looting. Yeah, I will absolutely trade here. I think I'm going to pitch this Censor. Oh, especially if I draw Snapcaster Mage. What is their last card? I guess it's just holding priority on the Marsh Flats, but they don't want to crack it because of the grief. I'm just going to chill until I can cast this Virtue, I think. Another one. Repulse is a really good draw. But I'm going to start off with the Virtue. They've got something. No, they don't. They just wanted to stop getting annoyed by the priority. Oh, okay, Luris is really good. Luris into Luminarch Aspirant. That is not too shabby. What am I going to do about that? I can repulse the Luris, but I don't have enough mana to... Oh, yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That's repulse? No, that's 1 mana shy of... No, it's repulse plus Snapcaster plus Counterspell. Okay, great. So let's put this... No, I cannot tap like that. Absolutely not. Oh, Swords is really good too. I'm outscaling the Luminarch. I'm gonna put this away. And we got there. GG. And on to game 4. The Dig Dug King. Alright, this hand looks good. I'm on the draw. Yeah, keep it. Llanowar Elves. I guess I have to Swords that. Yeah, I will, because I've got the Snap, so I can always go ahead and grab that again later. Forsaken Crossroads is going to enter tapped. But I don't know what kind of mana I want from it quite yet. Or no, it's going to enter untapped. Is that what I said? It's going to enter untapped because I was on the draw. Here's my 2/2. And let's go with Profts this turn. I can actually use this to scry if I Profts. I do want the white mana. Bivouac is good. Get to draw that from the Profts. I get to put a counter on the 2/2, and then I get to attack. Next turn we might just Brain Surge if they tap out. Make a huge thing. No, they want to be playing at instant speed. So this reads to me as Nightpack Ambusher. I wonder if we want to hold up Snap Swords to Plowshares instead. Oh no, they have Oracle. Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to Brain Surge, I think. Alternately, I could give the 3/3 lifelink and make a blocker for the Oracle. That's pretty good too. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Head to combat, give this lifelink. It won't let you give it vigilance again, even though you're allowed to. Right? Yeah. Maybe it will. Maybe if you click on that, it'll like yell at you or something. But it was grayed out. Turn you to nowhere. They want the Seraph, not the 3/3. Okay. They scryed to the top. A little frightening. And they've got their own virtue. That's funny. Why did they do that main phase? I definitely would not have cast my virtue. Maybe they're trying to bait me. They have like a Force Spike or something? Is there even a Force Spike in the format? Huh. Maybe I should try to Brain Surge into a counterspell for their virtue. That's gonna get out of hand really fast. I want to tap this. Aha! I do want to see what they scryed to the top. Attack with my 7/7. They're gonna block. They think they can win the race because of the virtue, but they do not get a virtue. Menagerie Curator. Okay. If they attack with the expectation that they're going to untap, then I get to get in, which is really good too. They should probably test the waters here pre-combat. Oh, I guess this isn't what they scryed because they drew with Malcolm. This is an attack trigger and this is a combat damage trigger. Okay, never mind. Okay, get out of here. I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna put another counter on this thing. And then I've got 6 mana to work with here. I think I'm gonna just cast the Rona and hold up counter, like snap counter. This is going to trigger. I'm gonna attack for 8. And then if I tap like this for Rona, then I can hold up snap counter. Or snap swords for that matter. Feeling pretty good about this spot. I think I'll let the 1/3 resolve. I don't really care about that. Just the 1 this time. So they're gonna get the counter, and they're gonna get to cast something for free. If they try to cast something scary, I'm probably just gonna counter it. And then I can, no, I can't swords because of the, I've already used the Snapcaster Mage. Alright, so this is getting a little scary. Oh, they pitched the Curator. Okay, so that doesn't really matter. Mock Sapphire. This is definitely one of the fail cases of Oracle of the Alpha. So do I want to snap counter, or rather, do I want to snap swords right now? Get rid of that Malcolm. It's getting a little scary. Can cast things for free every turn. Getting more bodies onto the battlefield is also good with the Virtue. I'm gonna do it. Target swords. Kill this draw engine. So at this point, I'm currently winning the race. I just don't want them to be able to dig for any more answers. Repulse is a great draw. Let's draw a card and see if we can make them dead. Another removal spell of some kind will do it. Okay. We can't cast Virtue and hold up Repulse, which is kind of what I want to do. But the Repulse probably doesn't matter too much during their turn right now. Maybe I should have grown the Snappy. I don't know. Okay, they want to block with the Flyer. That's good news. That's going to make it very hard for them to kill me out of nowhere for some reason. Let's Virtue. It's kind of win more, but it does give us more card selection. It didn't let me activate Rona in my end step. Okay, Agent of Treachery. What are they gonna take? They kind of have to take my 10/10, which I can just Doomblade. Mox Pearl. Okay, let's try Doomblade, draw a card. And then Assimilation Aegis. Also pretty good. Now, do I want to attack for 5 or do I want to attack for 4 and draw a card? I want to draw a card. Pitch an island. If I play this island, I can hold up Censor, which is unlikely to matter. I can turn the Snapcaster Mage into an Agent of Treachery, but that doesn't really matter either. Now I have 2 lethal attackers. Okay, Kellen, pretty good. Time Walk. Yeah, okay. They're 1 mana shy of actually casting the Kellen here. Oh, no, they're not. They have... Oh, okay, perfect. Censor. Oh, they have the Curator. That's what I was not counting. Now I get to keep my Aegis, which is an important part of the plan. They do get to untap. I think maybe I forgot to flip my Rona last turn. That might have been lethal. I wasn't paying attention to that line. Titan of Industry is going to get the Assimilation Aegis, probably. And maybe 5 life. Not sure. Asian is probably going to gain control of Rona, if I had to guess. No, they want the Snapcaster Mage because it's bigger. That's fine. Do they have an Ephemerate or something like that? That would explain cracking the Flooded Strand right now. No, they want a tapped Hallowed Fountain. Alright, we'll go to my turn. Kitesail Larcenist is a great draw. So if we flip the Rona, it's got 2 counters on it. It's going to become a 7/7. Can also Bivouac. Bivouac puts a counter on it. Gives it 8 toughness. But opponent has 9... Opponent has 9 stuff going on. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. No, that doesn't make any sense. I can't draw a card with Rona, discarding the Lutri, and then also cast a Lutri. That's no good. I also can't activate the Bivouac, so I don't know what I'm worried about over there. I'm going to transform this. And I'm going to Kitesail their Titan. And then I'm going to say no attacks. And I'm going to grow my things. 3 steps ahead, gain control of my Rona, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oracle of Moldiah, Ornery Tumblewag. Alright, I think this game is lost. And I think I misplayed to throw it. I will have to go back and check. What can I do to deal 5 extra damage? Not that, that's for sure. Alright, I'm dead. GG. Alright, let's see. We are 2-2. Okay, I'm on the draw with the Forsaken Crossroads, so that's cool. I can go turn 1, Bivouac, turn 2, plot the Animus, or maybe hold up Censor. This hand looks good to me. Okay, they get a map. Lots of Kellens in this format. I guess they have Solitude in their hand. I don't know why else they would have priority that long. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, there's the Kellen. gonna play the copter. I guess it could be endurance. I don't know if that card is in this format. I know the other 4 are. Spellbinder. I've got a lot of good hits here. This is an interesting question. I think I would take Larcenist, probably. I can blank your Spellbinder and crew my Copter to block your 2/3, and you just can't do anything anymore. Yeah, okay. Opponent came to the same conclusion. This might actually be a spot where I have to cast the Dust Animus. Dust Animus. Okay. Or I could cast the Seraph. Okay, I'm gonna cast the Seraph. And I'm just gonna chill. I think I'd like to block the Spellbinder with the Copter, honestly. Copter is better. Maybe I am the beatdown here. I'm not really sure. I still think they have a Solitude. That would have been a good spot to cast it, maybe. Then I can't block, I just take 5. Possibly 6. They hit a land. They want to attack with their 3/1, and I am, in fact, going to block. I'm definitely going to loot because the sensor does nothing anymore. They just know I have it. And here I can plot Dust Animus and still hold up Virtue. And I think that's pretty good. Unless I want access to 5 mana on turn 5. The beginning of your upkeep. Okay, now I do want to spend more than 1 card. More cards in hand than I do. Okay, so I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to play at least 1 card, so that's not going to trigger. That's fine. Ooh, okay, that's really good. Because now... Oh, I can't hold up Virtue and Counterspell. Bummer. Well, that's fine. I'm still going to choose blue. It's going to signal what I'm doing pretty strongly. I'm going to untap that, and I'm going to plot... Oh god, not like that. Plot this. No attacks. Look at me having 6 cards in my hand, but only 3 of them are actually in my hand. That's just good deck building. Questing Beast, out of here. Still have something at instant speed that they can do for 0 mana. Oh, Tishana's Tidebinder is a pretty good draw. Now when they untap and Solitude me, I can Tidebind the trigger. Yeah. They could also Paragon, but if they've got that 5th land, it's probably pretty good to just try and remove my blocker and attack me. Okay, I still have fewer cards in hand than you. Loran of the Third Path. Well, that's a bummer. I guess I have to Tidebind this one. Ooh, Exclude is a great draw. That's a really good draw. Okay, let's get this onto the battlefield. And then we'll just say go. I can exclude plus Virtue. Vigilance Dust Animus is going to be pretty good. Alright, show me the Solitude. It's been in your hand the whole time. If they Sarah Paragon, I can just let it resolve and then Kitesail Larcenist, I think. Thragtusk. Well, yeah, I still got to exclude it. Oh, Snapcaster? Alright. If they let me untap, I can snap back the exclude, which is just nuts. Nuts. Oh, yeah. Now we are cooking. Give this guy vigilance. Can't give him flying or lifelink. He already has all the keywords. I still got 2 cards over here. Wally. This doesn't matter. Right? What does the back of this do? Green 2 3/3s. Make a bunch of mana. Find a dinosaur. And then make your dinosaurs really scary. Alright, whatever. Alright, I will Brain Surge here. Okay, pretty good. Emerald Collector is not going to matter anytime soon, so I'm going to put that one back on the bottom. We'll draw our land. I want to continue holding up Snap Back Exclude. I think that's very good. So let's keep cracking in with our thing. Vigilance. Flip the Whatley, make some 3/3s. That's fine. I guess I could have put it back into their hand. I can also just kill one of the 3/3s, and I think that's fine too. Okay, I'd like to find a land here if possible, because then I can cast a 2-drop. Ooh, Subtlety. Okay, that's also really good. Now I don't have to hold up that Snapcaster Mage anymore. I might even be able to just cast the Virtue of Loyalty here, because I can pitch cast the Subtlety and not be too bummed about it. Okay, I like that. We're going to give this thing lifelink. The vigilance doesn't matter, neither does the flying. I'll just take my 3 life. Finding a window to cast the Virtue is really good here. They are going to have access to 1 million mana next turn, but most of the things I'm scared about are creatures. I've got 4 cards, they've got 4 cards. Alright, you got 1 million mana. Show me your Craterhoof Behemoth. Show me your Hatali. Alright, Sarah Paragon can get back Elite Spellbinder. That's fine. Spellbinder can get back. Can take my Subtlety or can take my Snapcaster Mage, either of which are also fine. They've got 5, 8 power worth of flyers now. But I can Kite Sail Larcenist something if I want. Alright, they're taking the Snapcaster. Menagerie Curator. So from here, I've got Snapcaster Mage for Counterspell at the moment. So I think I'm just going to play land and say go. Eventually I will outscale them. Oh, they get to investigate. Brutal. Should have cast more spells. They don't have a dinosaur. Okay. So they're just going to give their thing Double Strike and Trample next turn. Chariot, I will counter. But I need to do it not that way. Auto Tapper is trying its hardest to kill me. Snapcaster Mage for Counterspell. Is it finally time for them to cast that Solitude? There it is. Okay. So, do we pitch cast the Subtlety? I don't think so. You can take my Dust Animus, that's fine. Sir Ginger works for me. I do only have 7 mana here, so I can't cast my entire hand unless I draw a land. I did draw a land, but it enters tapped, so I'm going to give them another clue, unfortunately. I could Kite Sail Larcenist their Wojak Investigator, but it still doesn't give me very good attacks. I do think I want to get rid of it, though. And getting Rona out eventually is good. Yeah, let's put this away. Submit 0 of my things. Submit 1 of your things. And I still will be able to pitch cast that Subtlety if I need to. If they do have exactly Craterhoof Behemoth or something. Oh, sick. All their clues scry 1 too. That's pretty good. Turn all your clues into opt. Oh, I could have... Oh, no, okay. I was going to say I could have attacked, but I couldn't have. Not yet. Next turn. They still have 6 power of flyers. We're going to Huali again. They can transform it immediately, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, yeah, you got it. That's also fine. Just going to resolve that. Oh, their Sarah Paragon is slightly larger now. It's going to take me forever to get to the point where I can actually attack. That's not good. Okay. I would love to search my library for a basic. Now they can actually attack with the Sarah Paragon. And I'm going to go all the way down to 35. The list of the mind is pretty sweet. I'm going to draw a card first. I don't think Emerald Collector is very good here. Inti is pretty good. Can give something trample. I have 14 cards. They have 16 cards. I do have to start being a little careful about that. If I cast this, I can hold up Subtlety. And this is only as a sorcery. I want to flip the Rona. I don't know if it matters that much. I mean, it gets bigger. I'm going to keep the Subtlety up for now. Whenever you cast a creature spell, make a 1/1 mercenary. And then add a bunch of mana. Okay, this doesn't matter. I'm probably going to cast the Subtlety anyway. But I think I actively don't want that thing to go on top of their library because I am a little worried about decking. I think that this game could come down to that. What a weird game. Yeah, that seems like the correct attack. I would have attacked with the Paragon as well, I think. Because at least they gain 4 life when I block it. But on the other hand, I might be able to just kill them on the crackback. They know I have the Subtlety, so that gets kind of scary with just the Elite Spellbinder on blocks. But they're gaining so much life. It would have gone up to 21, I think. I don't know. Hard to say. Let's flash this in. Plains. Alright. Buy the Lutri. Play the Plains. Flip the Rona. No attacks. The Lutri I'm going to keep, I think, because it doesn't fly. So this is probably more valuable to me in my hand. Alright, all my stuff is huge. This is the part where they actually draw Craterhoof, which was in their deck the whole time, and then I take 1 million damage. Okay, they want to scry one. Oh no, they want to cast the Investigator. They can do that with their Sarah Paragon. Sweet. They've drawn another card. They're down to 13. I'm down to 13. I am going to draw my last card first, as it stands. Ooh, Ephemerate. Ephemerate the Loran. Get rid of my Virtue. Yeah, that might kill me. Now they're probably outscaling me. I have to suicide attack that thing. Let's see. This is also an angel? Jeez. Alright. They've got 12 lifelink block. Yeah, so it's not even remotely possible for me to kill them at this point. I guess I need to... No, it doesn't matter if they investigate. I don't think I can win this game without them decking. Yep. Solitude, my Larcenist, probably. You get a dinosaur. Okay. Well, now I'm really dead. You can just ult this immediately. That's wild. This card is really messed up. Yep. Every time I read this card, it gets better. Goodbye, subtlety. Malcolm. Okay. Can hang on to that for now. $11 cards. Ooh. 10 cards. Nine cards. Ooh, okay, well that's very, very bad. This is probably going to be an Alpha Strike. And I think I can survive it, but I can't survive another turn after it. That is definitely the most counters I've ever seen on an Intrepid adversary, so that's pretty sweet. I also think this Huatli Sarah Paragon loop is really cool. It takes a million turns to actually do anything, but since the Huatli doesn't die when you transform it, it exiles and then returns. You just get to do this as many times as you want because the Paragon loses track of it. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, the dinosaurs have double strike and trample this turn. It was perfectly timed. Okay, well, I'm incredibly dead. I'm dead to just the dinosaurs, right? Not quite. I'll show you my cool cards, and then I will declare no blocks. $30, $40, $50, $60, $72. Oh, I'm gonna die to first strike damage. Bummer. Alright. I think it was over 100. 30, 60, 80, 90. Yeah, it's well over 100. 150-ish. Pretty sweet. Alright. A measly 2-3 for our last draft deck of the season. But I will be anxiously waiting for this cube to come back. And yeah, that's about all I got for today. Gonna try to squeeze one more Live the Dream in as well. That one's going down tomorrow also. So I'll probably see you on Friday with that one. That's about it. Until next time.